My name is Olauson. I'm the MLA for Saskatoon University, and I've lived in Saskatoon most of my life. It wasn't the rock bottom that took me to sobriety. It was one of my rock bottoms, and that's when I was arrested for the second time. I made a horrible mistake and ended up driving when I absolutely shouldn't have been. And I ended up in jail, in the city jail, and sitting there thinking about what I had done and how I was going to deal with that situation was probably one of the first low point, the lowest point of my drinking career up till then. And so it was a tough time, but it still didn't stick. It didn't stick. After about 8 months, I was just back to my old ways, slowly but surely, getting back into the groove, into the drinking groove, and so that was really the start of my drinking journey. My family sat me down one day shortly before my birthday in 2009 and said, I think it's time. It's time that you faced up to what you're doing. You're not growing as a person anymore. We've seen you actually digress from where you were before, and it's hurting not only yourself, but it's hurting your family and the relationship that we have with you. On that day, I don't know whether they caught me at a good time or whether it was it was their convincing attitudes. There was no threats. There was only, we love you and we want you to do what's right for you and for your family, and this isn't it. After I got sober, you have to do some pretty serious introspection, and you have to take a look at what you've done in the past, and you have to reconcile that and reconcile with people that you've hurt. Even in my career and moving through my political career, I had always been upfront with my addiction and the journey that I was on. If anybody ever asked me about it, I 100% would tell them whatever they wanted to hear. I thought, there might be a downside. People could criticize, people could say, how could you be in a position of leadership with this kind of defect? But I don't see it as a defect, and I don't believe that other people in my constituents here in the province, or in the bigger scheme of things, I don't think they see it as a weakness. I see it as a symbol of strength. That if you're willing to come out in the open with an issue that you need help with, there's nothing weak about that. That's being strong. Keeping it all inside and trying to deal with it yourself, like I did for so many years, to me that was weakness.